Hey guys! We've all been a child before where we always rely on what our parents are saying to us and we pretty much believe to what they say even though it's pretty obvious that some of those things are not real. We're just a kid, okay? And when our parents told something to us, we will always ask a lot of information about that certain thing. We will overthink about that one thing our parents said where sometimes we can sleep thinking about that thing. So here's stupid lies I used to believe when I was a kid. Every time me and my family are watching television together, I always believe that the people we see in screen are little peoples and they are trapped inside our television. I always thought that there is a big person that trapped them inside and forced them to make some sort of movies that people could watch. So I always wonder, what would happen if I open the television? Will it free them from their evil master? I always thought that I could be a hero that will save thousands of lives. But I asked my parents about it and they laugh explaining the truth, which gives me a huge sign of relief, but got sad that I'm not going to be a hero. Life sucks, man. One time me and my brother are having a conversation and I made a joke where I will make a very weird face and then my brother said, "Don't do that." Why? Because mom said if you do that, the devil will blow your face and your face will be stuck like that forever. So I got scared thinking that if I make a very weird face expression, my face will be stuck like that forever. So I stopped making faces. Also, I got scared thinking that the devil is always right there waiting for me to make faces and then blow to make my face stuck weird and unevenly. But it turns out the devil wasn't real. So now I can make faces a lot. One time, me and my brother are playing and my mom is using her phone. She saw me step on my brother while my brother is laid down. And she said, "Ah, don't do that." We asked her why. And she said, "If you step on a person, the person you step on will get shorter. And you will need to step back to prevent it from happening." As a child, we thought that it makes sense because once you step on someone, they will shrink. I still don't know why I believe that. So from now on, me and my brother never step on each other because we're too afraid to get shorter. But it turns out it wasn't real. Because before that thing happened, a lot of people step on me before because we have this game where you need to jump and pass a person and every level it gets higher and higher. So we always play that game and now I'm the tallest of my family. I'm also taller than my dad. And also, isn't that weird that you can just step on a person and make them grow shorter? Imagine asking your friend or relative to lay down and then suddenly you step on them and watch as they shrink, making you more taller than them. I have the power that shall not be abused. One time, me and my friends are eating at school and one of my friends have this one specific food that I forgot. Let's just assume that it's an apple. So while we are eating our food, he put out his apple, he slices it, and one of the slices fell down the floor. And he said, "Well, it's not yet 5 seconds." So we immediately picked up the apple and ate it. I'm not focusing on what he's saying at that point, and then I realized what he did. But we didn't care because we all believe that when the food is not yet on the floor for 5 seconds, no germs will attach to it. Let's wait for 5 seconds before we get to that food. Damn it! I used to believe this just this year. So I'm not a kid when I believe this. I do this every time and then I came up to the conclusion that I'm going to search it up. So I searched it up and I wasn't even surprised that all my theories are wrong. Because Google said that the germs will still attach to the food even for just a second. I mean, obviously. Imagine walking on the street while eating an apple and then you suddenly drop your food on a dirty mud. Well, it's not yet 5 seconds. So, what have we learned today? Maybe don't eat the food that you drop. Oh, and also, always ask Google. They are trustworthy.